Welcome to Lab 51, here with the latest from the NFT Paris. Janina is with me here today and has just returned from the event. Janina, can you share with us some of the key takeaways?
Yes, it was impressive. First of all, that event grew from some 500 people last year to almost 20,000 visitors over 2 days this year. It was a mix of different people, and I was glad to see the crowd was very diverse, meaning the audience was consisting from government officials, from consultants, people coming from, from the street, students, consultants, artists, all kinds of different people. And I think this is how Web3 is going to be adopted and going to be built. We need everyone here. We need to democratize technology, more and more companies, more and more people who onboard companies, and different use cases. For example, it could be art, music as a leading use case, and then more adopted by companies in marketing, metaverse, even insurance.
As I said, very diverse. Thanks for making that point. Looking at the lineup of speakers, there were some very notable people presenting. And among one of them was, for instance, Lucas Vera of Pope Studio, who I think made an important point on NFTs. Can you tell us more about his view?
Yes, his talk was only 15 minutes long, but it was packed with good key takeaways from the most important collaborations. So he highlighted with Christian Louboutin, with the shoe making company, and also with a collaboration with one of the hotels in Berlin, and also internal use case. So for the companies that are not ready to start using POAPs externally, it's a good way to test it internally with employees, and then afterwards, when they feel comfortable, then to test it also externally. And they're doing it for 4 years. They started also to onboard organizations such as museums and other. And it's the easiest way, as they say, non-financial. It's free of charge to start experimenting with NFTs, and then see how people join, how they form the community, how they collect these internal and external audiences. And it's an easy way to separate, even within one event, 3 different audiences, as the POAP can be shown in 3 different moments, and thus even within event and audiences can be separated.
Excellent. So you're talking about audiences and analysis, essentially. And that leads me actually to the next question about communication, because I think Olivier Mongeon made an interesting point about how NFTs can change and might form and shape communication in the future. What was his point in more detail?
Yes, so POAPs or NFTs in general can be used as a forum to see what are the most loyal fans or customers. So it might be that there are events, as for example, he mentioned that it still rains in a football stadium and then people still come, and those would be the most loyal fans. And how do we communicate with them? How do we find out about them? And how can we reward them for their loyalty? So POAP can be one way how to find out. So basically, he broke the whole POAP concept. The POAP Studio, what he's leading, is the consulting company built on top of the POAP protocol that is free of charge. It can be that the first people come up with the strategy, then they distribute the POAPs. It's called the engage part, and afterwards it could be the part that a company can find out the most loyal community members, or the fans that are engaged the most. So that's the discovery, and then to reward them.
Fascinating. I think we're looking towards a bright future, and thank you for those insights and sharing them with us. Your write-up on the NFT Paris can be found in the latest edition of Adello Magazine. And please follow us to learn more about the latest in Web3 and the metaverse. Thanks for now, and have a great day.